Hey guys, what's up? It's RagesSorrow here, and welcome back to Know Your Enemy, my weekly series of bossing guides designed to teach you how to kill the most fearsome creatures in RuneScape. In this week's episode, we will be covering the Keeper of Justice of the Armadyl GWD dungeon, Kree'ara, using the range attack style. Always keep in mind, regardless of the boss you fight, death is always a possibility, especially in the God Wars dungeon. Only bring items and gear you are willing to risk, and always have an emergency teleport just in case. Now let's move on to some general information regarding the boss, Kree'ara.
Knowing your enemy is half the battle when killing a boss in RuneScape. On screen now you'll see a list of information regarding the boss, including name, combat level, life points, attack styles, weaknesses, etc. Familiarize yourself with this information, and then move on with the guide when ready.
Knowing the objective of the boss you will face is always important, and knowing about the minions that will accompany that boss is important as well. Take time to familiarize yourself with the information provided about the minions, and then move on when ready. Knowing the attacks and special attacks that a boss can use against you is always important. Take time to familiarize yourself with the information provided about Kree'ara's attacks, and then move on when ready. It's always good to be confident in your skills and abilities when facing off against a boss in RuneScape. On screen now you'll see a list of recommended levels and quests for the Armadyl GWD dungeon. I recommend completion of the love story and Jagex quest for the Trollheim teleport spell and tablet, as well as completion of the ritual of the Mazra quest for increased damage if you enter the RagesSorrow cave before going to God Wars dungeon, as well as the minimum levels listed on screen. Having the right weapons and armor can mean the difference between life and death when facing off against a boss. On screen now you'll see a list of weapons and armor recommended for the Armadyl GWD dungeon solo. Always remember to use the best weapons and armor available to your levels, or that you are able to afford. If you cannot afford a certain item, then simply downgrade. The loot is always the most important part of the boss fight. On screen now you'll see a list of possible rewards and loot that you can get from Kree'ara and his minions. Now let's go ahead and move on to some setups for the boss, shall we? If you prefer the attack speed of dual-wielded ranged weapons, this setup is definitely for you. If you prefer the hard-hitting power of a two-handed crossbow, then this setup is definitely for you.
If you're geared up and ready to go, it's time to head up to the God Wars dungeon. To get there quick and easy, you're going to use either the Trollheim teleport tablet or Trollheim teleport spell. The spell requires the completion of the Jagex quest. The tablet requires the completion of Love Story, as well as the Jagex quest. Before heading off to Trollheim, you want to make sure that you go to the RagesSorrow cave first. By teleporting into the cave and getting the boost, this will increase the amount of damage that you deal to a boss in the God Wars dungeon by 3%, so it'll actually be quite a bit more helpful than not having it. But once you've gotten the boost, simply break the Trollheim teleport tablet, and off you go. Now once you get up on Trollheim, you want to go ahead and head to the west, and make your way to this little cliffside right here. You're going to go ahead and get climbed down that, and this is actually going to make it a little bit easier on you so you don't have to run too far to get to the next area. Sorry about that little camera glitch there that's been happening quite a lot, but go ahead and head over this way. And now we're going to head over to the east. The thrower trolls are up here on the rocks, so we want to make sure that we activate our Protect from Range prayer to reduce the amount of damage that they're going to deal to us, since we don't want to waste any of our supplies. Once there, simply squeeze past the boulder or lift it, and then when you're on the other side, you want to go ahead and head all the way to the north here, and go down inside of the entrance to the God Wars dungeon. Now you want to try to get in here as quickly as possible, because otherwise you're going to have a bit of a problem because your stats will be reduced. I don't know why the confirm logout thing popped up, but once inside you want to head to the south, and I apologize about the lag, guys. It's just my PC, it can't handle it. Make sure that you turn your run on once you get inside, that way you can actually move around a little bit faster. And then you simply just need to cross the deep chasm, and then you're inside the Armadyl GWD. Now that you're inside the Armadyl GWD, it's time for you to get your kill count. And if you'll give me just a moment, guys, I'll show you exactly how to do that.
Once you arrive inside the Armadyl GWD, you need to get your kill count before you can face the boss. You can get this quick and easy by killing the spiritual mages and the many aviancies around the area. If you have the Demon Horn Necklace as well as the Bone Crusher, then you can use the Soul Split prayer to kill the Aviancies and get your kill count without wasting supplies. The reason for this is as long as you have the Bone Crusher and Demon Horn Necklace, with each Aviancy kill you'll get back 100 prayer points, so you won't have to waste any prayer doses while getting your kill count. Once you have gotten your 40 kill count, it's time for you to face the boss. But before you do that, let's make sure you have your quick curses set. Have them set to Protect Item, Soul Split and Anguish, and if you don't have that, then you can simply use Rigor, as well as the Protect from Range prayer. Once you have done that, you want to make sure to activate any scrimshaws or auras that you've brought with you. Now, once you have taken care of that, go ahead and drink your Overload or any other stab boosting potions you brought with you, as well as a prayer renewal if you happen to bring one with you. Then, you want to go ahead and head inside the boss room, and the first thing you want to do is immediately start attacking Kree'ara. You want to make sure that you're attacking him constantly by using your piercing shot, then another ability, then back to the piercing shot, and then another ability. That way you're constantly having a flow of abilities building up your adrenaline bar for you. Now you want to make sure that you're constantly attacking Kree'ara, that way you can avoid his melee attack. Now the melee attack has the same speed as the original Dragon Dagger special attack, so he can hit you 2 times in succession, and this can deal quite a bit of damage. He can deal up to a max of, I believe, 3,000 in one shot, and you want to definitely avoid that, especially if you're getting low on HP. So, once you build up to your threshold abilities, you want to go ahead and activate Rapid Fire. Now that's going to deal quite a bit of damage to him, and that's going to help you out quite a bit. Now, the other ability for your thresholds that you want to activate is Bombardment. The reason being is if you have all the minions and everything close together, you're going to be able to hit all of them with that one attack, and that's going to help you out, especially if you're using Soul Split. Now, I would highly recommend Penance in this fight, since it's going to help you out a little bit more than Vampirism will, because it's going to make sure that you have enough prayer points to last throughout the fight. But, other than that guys, once you have done enough damage to him, and you can even use an ultimate if you would like, you have defeated Kree'ara. But, other than that guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then feel free to leave a like rating, and feel free to leave a comment down below on which guide that you want to see next. Just want to go ahead and point out, there will be 2 of the Know Your Enemy guides up this week, seeing as how I missed one last week. So, stay tuned for that one. But, other than that guys, I've been RagesSorrow. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, then feel free to leave a like rating. If you really enjoyed the video, then feel free to consider subscribing. I do boss vlogs and boss guides every week, and I will start doing Pokemon Nuzlocke challenges as well starting on Saturday. So, until next time guys, I hope you're having a fantastic day, and see you next week. Peace.